Hi, I'm Juliet Ansell. I'm Science Group Leader at Plant Food Research, and I've got a science group called Food and Nutrition. I went to university in London and did a biology degree, and I specialised in parasitology, which is tropical parasites basically. I then went on to do a PhD at Oxford and did fieldwork again. It was parasitology and epidemiology, which is really understanding disease patterns in a population. After that I did a couple of postdocs again in academia, so I was based in the University of Durham with fieldwork in Africa, and then moved to New Zealand in 2000 and started working on veterinary parasites, so sheep, worms and then cattle tick. I kind of came back to health research, which is where I started in 2005 when I first started working for Plant and Food Research, and again that was linking up gut bacteria and how food can affect gut bacteria and how that impacts on our health. So my group here is food and nutrition. I've got a diverse group of people, basically from animal physiologists, nutritionists, lab-based scientists, people that run human clinical trials, and in a nutshell we basically look at what happens to food when we eat it. So that's the upper digestive tract, for example how sugars are released from food, how phytochemicals are released from food, and then also a lot of the work concentrates around the large bowel, so how bacteria ferment the food that we can't digest ourselves, and all of that, how it impacts on our health. So we're looking for ways that plants, fruit, vegetables and cereals can all benefit us in terms of our gut health, immune health, brain health, a whole range of health outcomes. The way that we work with the food industry in New Zealand is by doing pieces of research, so scientific validation for a food product that they have, which may be a fresh whole food, like a kiwi fruit, for example. And then we would provide some validation of a mechanism of how that food has a beneficial health effect. I think I've got a great job. I always say to people that I love my job because I get to do things that I enjoy. I'm finding out new things all the time. I work with different people, so I get to work across teams in New Zealand and across organisations. I think another thing I really like about working in science is that I get to collaborate with people overseas, so people in other countries right on the other side of the world that have got similar interests to me that we can talk to about what we're finding and what they're finding, and it's that sort of, I like people, so it's kind of a real people job, I think.